Angela, tell us about the RAS. I hear you talking about that a lot of the time, and it's a fascinating concept. What's that all about?
Yeah, the RAS is something I came across a couple of times in the last few years, and it's just amazing to me, the RAS. Yeah. But it's the Reticular Activating System, and there's a part of your brain where if you tell it what to look for, it will start seeing it. Huh. So I've created this concept, and at first I started working with people in career on this, because I wanted them to say, well, what's your goal? Your goal is to have a new career, if you're looking at changing your career, and you want to visualize it in your mind. It's kind of like what Stephen Covey says in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, begin with the end in mind. So you got to tell your RAS where you're going. Plug in the information like into your GPS unit, okay? So what I do is I walk them through a sensory scenario where I say, okay, you see yourself achieving this, attaining this desire by such and such date, your typical goal setting kind of thing, and then put some sensory perception on it. So for instance, I see myself, and this is what I did when I was looking to get my book signing. When I did my book signing, I was childhood dream of having, well, first, hopefully there'll be many more. But I went through and I said, I see myself sitting down and people coming up to me and I'm signing their book at my book signing. And it's like an affirmative statement, but I'm seeing it. And then I go, well, I hear people asking me questions about my book, and they're happy and they're engaged with it, and they're telling me how much it's helped them. And so I talk about what I hear, see? And then I also like to do the support thing too, where I say, because I want to program how my friends and colleagues are going to support me too. So I talk about what I hear people saying or what they're telling me about what they're getting out of the book. So it's this sensory, using all of your senses, getting your brain focused. So I call it the filmmaker, because what you're doing is you're putting a film together in your head. You're basically writing your own script of what you want to see in the future.
And that then actually creates it. It has done in your life. And do we know how it actually works? Do you know how it actually does that magic?
I know, doesn't it sound like magic?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, the best way I can think of it is kind of like the new car syndrome, my husband got a Toyota Sequoia, a monster vehicle. And he got it, and we're all excited about it, and he's driving around town, and we keep seeing other Toyota Sequoias of the same color. And we're like, this is the most popular vehicle in the world, because now we see it everywhere. Or like a friend of mine says, when she had her baby and she went to the shopping mall, and she kept seeing other mothers with strollers, that she had never noticed how many mothers with strollers were in the mall before. So there's just something we're telling that brain, go look for it, go look for it, go look for it, and we start to see it. And to me, yes, it sounds like magic. We call it luck. We call it synchronicity. We call it maybe God gave us this, or whatever, or the angels answered our prayers, or whatever. But really, when it gets down to it, you're telling your brain what to notice. You're telling your brain, this is my reticular activator system, look for this.
Brilliant. That's wonderful stuff. Thanks for that.